Thank you so much for joining me today. This is Liz from Liz at Home, and today we're going to be colouring again. I've decided to do the picture from Fairy Cuties, colouring book by Fawn Slater. I love this little book, and I love this little guy who reminds me so much of my grandson. My grandson has an absolute adoration for his gumboots, galoshes, Wellington boots. I don't quite know what you guys would call them. We call them gumboots. There's a thing called gumboot dancing in South Africa that was developed when the people were working in the mines and there was all sorts of problems and they were treated like slaves, and they used to use beating on their gumboots to communicate with each other. So there's a little bit of sad South African history, but that's got nothing to do with dear little Dylan, who absolutely lives in his gumboots. I think I've mentioned it before. So I decided to colour this picture in. I haven't finished it today. I'm going to colour as far as I get, and then I will finish it in the next video. I'm going to be doing a first layer with my Ohuhu markers, and I'll just be colouring, flat colouring with this and having a little chat with you guys. I had the grandkids around last night for a couple of hours, just the two of them, Logan and Dylan, the 12-year-old and the 5-year-old. He has just started what we call pre-primary in South Africa. It's the year before actual grade school starts, and they start to learn lots of things they need to do, and they need to learn to listen to the teacher and everything. And he did make me laugh because he's all of a sudden incredibly keen to do cutting and gluing, and he wants to draw and he wants to paint, but he likes to instruct me, and no, Nana, you mustn't do it like this, you must do it like that, and no, but I told you not to do that. So shame. I think that the poor little guy must have quite a strict teacher who's always telling them to be quiet. When I go and fetch him, I said to him the other day, did you have a nice day at school? And he said, no. And I said, why not? And he said, too much shouting. So I said, who was shouting? No, he said, the teacher was shouting. Everybody's making a noise. So his mom and dad are not shouty people. I'm not a shouty person. And I don't think he's used to shouting, so I suspect that's a bit upsetting for him. Anyway, he's also started doing rugby. He even does rugby at present, which is just a matter of throwing and catching a rugby ball and playing games with it at the moment. He also does that in his gumboots. He will not take them off. He is a funny one. I just love them both, all to bits. Well, Logan, the older one, is really talented. I did mean to take a photograph of the most incredible manga drawing that he did when they were here yesterday, and then I didn't, and I wanted to actually share it with you guys because I knew I'd be filming today. I wish I could show you. He's 12 and he really, really draws very well. He's like, I think, a lot of teens and pre-teens, very into manga and manga books and that sort of thing. But yeah, I like manga style to color. I'm not very good at drawing it. I like drawing chibi characters and that sort of thing. So yeah, I would love to have some comments from you guys about this channel of mine. I'm toying with the idea of opening a second channel for my glue booking and stuff, but I don't really have a hang of a lot of time for things. And I did name my channel Liz at Home, which was supposed to incorporate all of my various artistic adventures and things. And I'm hoping that those of you that do stay and watch my videos actually like watching the different styles, or pick and choose what you decide to watch. I try to make it clear in my thumbnail whether it's coloring, glue booking, or whatever. So I hope that you like that and that you're happy to stay with it. I think to manage two channels may be a bit difficult. Anyway, please, 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 please tell me in the comments what you think. I was just looking in the front of the book now at the colored version to try and get some ideas. And I'm going to do the rest of his clothing and stuff now. So he's morphed into already having sort of dark blonde hair, which is what Dylan has. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm coloring some clothes the color of some of his clothes because this is for him. So I hope he's going to like it. I do love my grandchildren. I've got 6 boys. I know I often talk about them, and they are such fun. But I must say that my body is starting to feel the strain of my age these days, so that after a visit from the younger ones, I feel in real pain. My back, my legs, my knees, I really struggle. The older ones are not physically demanding, and that is easier. So I'm really hoping that the family in Germany will maybe be able to come and visit towards the end of this year. I miss them terribly, I must say. We Skype, but it's not quite the same as seeing somebody, is it? So anyway, how have you all been? Have you all been keeping well? I hope so. I've been fine, thank goodness. I really am very grateful for that. Just feeling old. I'm still teaching and really enjoying my pupils enormously. I'm trying to make these blue eyes, but this is quite a dark blue, and I'm beginning to think maybe it's not the best choice. Still, I will probably put some glitter gel pen or something on top of that and see where we get to. I'm really keen to do some glue booking, actually. Have any of you ever done it? Have you watched any of my glue booking videos? Do you know what it is? Do you like it? I've really kind of fallen in love with it as a craft. It's so much easier than coloring a picture. I love coloring, but I'm finding the room I color in, which is, I feel there's not a lot of time. So every time I color, I feel like I've got to film it, which also takes some concentration away because I'm filming, which is why I'm doing voiceovers these days, because I enjoy coloring and listening to an audiobook. So as I was coloring this, I was listening to an audiobook and therefore feeling quite relaxed. But I find that glue booking is more instant gratification, as it were. This is nice and relaxing, but the room I use is so hot. We are still having so many hot, 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 hot days. And I've been watching some YouTube videos, mostly glue booking actually at the moment. And people are complaining about the cold and getting snow in March. Well, we're still really hot in March, but I'm really pleased it's change of season for us. We're going into autumn. The spring and autumn are my very favorite seasons. I absolutely love them. So yeah, I'm looking forward to autumn. We do get some sort of autumn fall colors on our leaves and things like that. Nothing quite like one sees in photos of New England and stuff like that, which just looks so beautiful. But yeah, so I'm just trying to think if I have any other news. I don't think so, so I think I'm going to add some music to this while I continue to do the coloring, and I'll maybe zoom in a little for you guys so that you can see closer. Please let me know in the comments whether you enjoy these kind of videos with relaxing music in the background and just coloring going on. I'd really love to know whether this is something that brings you joy and relaxation. I'm looking for a darker blue glittery pen now. These are my Arteza gel pens, so there's some that are glitter and some that are not glitter. And I decided I want to use a slightly darker glitter one on the bottom part of the shoes, and that will be fine. I'm really enjoying just doing plain coloring, and then I want to put some shading and stuff with my pencils on the face and see how that goes and what that looks like. I sort of have so many coloring supplies that I really want to use them. I have found when your gel pen doesn't work, if you just donk it up and down like that on a piece of paper, it seems to free. Whether it's an air bubble or whatever, I'm not entirely sure. So that really helps. It's so frustrating to me when you get an air bubble in a gel pen and there's a whole lot of ink and you can't actually access it. So I think I'm going to end this video when I've finished these shoes over here, and then I will be back to do some more of it the next video. So I just want to say thank you very much for watching and for spending time with me, and I'll be back soon. Bye-bye now.